we prepare on the pitch like we do every other week. I know it's a totally different level of opposition we're playing, totally different level of player. We understand that, but we have to approach it like every other week.
11 years in Tallaght, AC Milan, Juventus, Real Madrid, Partizan Belgrade, Copenhagen, Rubin Kazan, Tottenham, Celtic twice, to name but a few, like teams who've played here. Have you any memories from these games or any other European matches you've been involved with?
Yeah, a lot of them games that I've been involved with, and as a player obviously, and it's fantastic to be involved in the big occasions, the big nights, the special nights, the ones you look back on and think we performed well there. We enjoyed them games, and Thursday will be no different. We're bringing arguably one of the biggest clubs in the world to Tallaght, and it's a game we're really looking forward to.
Do these games being played over just one leg change your approach at all? It's essentially do or die.
Well, it gives you a chance against teams like this, you know. Two-legged, it becomes difficult with the quality they have, but when it's a one-legged affair, anything can happen in a one-off game.
Obviously, clubs around the country have taken a hit due to COVID-19. Does the financial reward progressing add extra pressure to your task of manager more now than any other time before?
No, you can't think of that. I think you've got to just approach the game and play the game. You can't let pressures from outside come into your thoughts because then they cloud your judgment and how you prepare for the game. We understand the impact that COVID has had on every club and every industry, and we're no different. But you've got to just concentrate on the task in hand, which is preparing to play the game.
There's a lot of people saying glamour fixture for Shamrock Rovers. In the same context as another big club coming here for a pre-season friendly, basically not giving you a chance. Do those noises enter the camp? If not, how do you keep them out?
No, look, you can't stop them. There's no point in trying to keep them out. People will talk, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Like I said, we know it's going to be a difficult game, but we really believe what we have in the dressing room can cause teams problems.
Against the backdrop of talk of fans returning to stadiums, there won't be any this week, sadly. Does that take anything away from the game, the fact there won't be anyone other than yourselves to share it on the night? Yeah,
it does. I think our fans have been unbelievable. They've travelled around Europe, they put their hands in their pockets, they travel up and down the country every week. They've been unbelievable in COVID, obviously, with the fundraising they've done. And nights like Thursday are nights for them, like, you know, and that's the real kicker, that they can't be there to experience it live, because they do deserve nights like that, and that's the only real drawback for us on Thursday night, that our fans won't be in the stadium to witness it live.
And how did you feel when a group of fans appeared over block 1 on the corner of the East Stand against Ilves?
That was fantastic. I think it definitely helped us when we went down to 10 men. The support we got was fantastic. It was obviously caught us by surprise because we hadn't had fans in, and when you seen them all in the corner and then cheering and singing and got us through it, I thought it was fantastic.
And there's, I suppose, today's announcement by the government will come upon welcome ears with the prospect of 200 fans being allowed into larger venues. Tallaght Stadium hopefully being regarded as one of those larger venues. How do you think this will help in the run into the league if there were a small amount of fans allowed back in?
It'll definitely help. I just don't know with the fan base we have how you would do it fairly, you know, and I think that's the problem for us. Before COVID, when we were allowed 200, we didn't take up the option because it's so difficult to manage it, you know, and make sure that it's done fairly. I think if it went up to 500 or 1,000, you could do it, but 200 people, I'm not sure what the club stance will be on that, but I think it's very hard to manage and make sure that everyone gets a crack at getting to watch a game.
And I suppose it is a testament to the commitment of the fans, like you say about Europe, that the fact when COVID hit, lockdown hit, that none of the Shamrock Rovers fans applied for a refund for their season ticket. Yeah,
I think the support has been unbelievable. It really has. I think not a lot of people know that, but when you see that the fans who would have hit them as well in the pocket decided that they didn't want the refund for the season ticket, that means so much to the club financially. It really does, and we know that as a group, as players, as staff, we talk about before games what it means to people. And like I said, the only drawback from Thursday is that our fans who deserve to be in on nights like this and special occasions can't be there.
2 weeks ago there was virtually nothing in the table separating yourselves and Bows. How much has that win helped since, and going 8 points clear helped with the confidence going into Thursday night's game?
The confidence was never an issue. Confidence never a problem with this group. We've been playing well. The 2 games we drew, we could have won them quite comfortably. So confidence was never a problem. I know when you don't score and you don't win the game, people look into it and come to their own conclusions. But us as a group, we were never worried about it. So confidence, like I said, has never been a problem. Thursday will be difficult, we know that, but it's a game we're really looking forward to.
And from a manager's point of view, since the restart, how do you feel performances across the table have gone for Shamrock Rovers?
I think they've been excellent. I think we've been really good. I think you've got to really analyse the games and really look at them and see how good we've been. I think a lot of teams are set up really deep against us and trying to be difficult to beat, and that doesn't make for a great spectacle. But when you look at our performance and analyse it, we've been excellent. Can we punish teams at times more? Yeah, of course we can. But overall, I think we've been very good. And
then the 4 weeks you had prior to the rest of the teams coming back, did that give you kind of a boost when you had your first game after the restart?
No, I think everyone had the same. I know we were a bit ahead, but most teams had 6 weeks to prepare. That's all you need. I think pre-season is 4 weeks for most teams, so I don't think teams can use that as an excuse at all. Everyone, if you ask them what their normal routine is in pre-season, it's probably 4 to 6 weeks, and that's what everybody got. So the fact we got an extra 2 weeks doesn't really matter, because you weren't doing much in them 2 weeks either. So no, I don't think that can be used as an excuse. Everyone got the same amount of time, really.
And finally, is there any injuries or concerns going into Thursday night's game?
Injuries, Greg is obviously out, Rory's out, Liam's suspended, but Sean Kavanagh is back. So
perfect. Thanks, Stephen.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Stephen.